Turn and into the stretch. Here they come. Field picks up speed. And they're off. Top mast boiled over and made a break getting away from the gate. Top mast is off stride. Good beginning in the center for Willow Time. Bryant Bros leaves out with him. Up on the far outside is Mastercraft, then inside is Griff. Floating in the center, Highland Kismet. Taken back goes Mystery Deal. Paquette is off the speed back into 7th. Fine 8 is 8th inside. Top mast in the backfield is in recovery mode as the others roll to the quarter. And up front, Willow Time chops out 27 3 speed, leading in a length and a half. Here's stablemate Highland Kismet rushing up on the rim now to take on Willow Time for top honors. Highland Kismet strides strong to the front. Back to second goes Willow Time at 3/8. Bryant Bros is back into third. Fourth is Mastercraft, then fifth inside to Griff. Mystery Deal 6. Paquette is 7th. 8th inside is Finite, and still the trailer top mast. So Highland Kismet leads the field by the midway point, 55-4. 28-1 is second quarter, and he'll take that lead into the final turn. Highland Kismet heavily favored up front, a length and a half. Willow Time into second. Bryant Bros is third. Mastercraft into fourth. Popped out first up. Fifth drives Griff. Paquette picks up cover. Sixth outside. Seventh at the rail is Mystery Deal. Then back to Finite. Down to three quarters. Highland Kismet leads a length and a half better than the prompter. Bryant Bros back into third is Willow Time. Down to three quarters in 1:24 2/5. And it's Highland Kismet coming into the stretch. Pressure on the outside from Bryant Bros. Third inside to Willow Time. Now outside, Mastercraft into fourth, and from way back, Paquette. But it's all Highland Kismet. Highland Kismet under wraps coming to the line, and he leads by 5. It's Highland Kismet with a devastating score. Highland Kismet by 4, and a wrapped up 4 to boot in 1:51-3.
Yeah, he just makes it look too easy here.
27-1 on the end of it there, and I mean he was playing with them. He'd give him like a little. He'd give him about an inch of line, and let him trot for a bit, and then he'd reel him back down again. Then he'd give him a little inch of a line, let him open up.
Into the stretch, pressure on the outside from Bryant Bros. Third inside to Willow Time. Now outside, Mastercraft into fourth, and from way back, Paquette. But it's all Highland Kismet. Highland Kismet under wraps coming to the line, and he leads by 5. It's Highland Kismet with a devastating score. Highland Kismet by 4, and a wrapped up 4 to boot in 1:51-3. Stakes to his resume. 3-year-old father Patrick Gelding out of the Muscle Hill mare, Highland Top Hill. Homebred owned by Highland Thoroughbred Farm of Inglewood. Mark Hetzel trains Bob McClure, winning reinsman. 6 wins now this year from just 10 trips to the track. Over $500,000 on his card on the season. Coming into this start, he'll bank another $82K. Getting closer to that $600,000 level now. Highland Kismet clicks in the Simcoe. Like breaking sticks for Highland Kismet.
Highland Kismet captures the Simcoe here in 1:51-3. I'm here with winning driver Bob McClure and winning trainer Mark Etzel. Mark, I'm going to start with you here first. Obviously, you raced without trotting hopples for the first time tonight. You qualified him last time out. What went into the decision behind that?
We've trained them quite fast without them, and we felt that maybe we could develop more speed without them, but I was a little nervous.
You know, it's not really a move that you see too often, especially during a horse's career. With this guy, he's only had 9 starts going into tonight, though. Obviously, I'm sure you just had discussions with Bob McClure, though. But for you, were you maybe contemplating maybe just waiting for even later on in his career, maybe next year?
We thought about it, but we thought we'd wait till after the Hambo for sure, and then make that decision and go from there. That's why we qualified him, and Bob felt he was very confident with him, so we said, we'll go with it tonight, see what happens.
Now, obviously, a big effort here this evening. I guess all systems go. If he comes out of the race okay, I'm guessing Canadian Trotting Classic. And after that, what's next?
The Trotting Classic and then the Bluegrass.
All right, congratulations, Mark.
Thank you very much.
Right here with winning driver Bob McClure. Now, Bob, you obviously wanted this equipment change to happen, taking off the trotting hobbles. Maybe go a little bit more in depth as to why that was.
Well, I felt he was so safe, and I didn't feel he needed them. I think me and Mark both agreed that race that he struggled in the Meadowlands was, Mark had trained him a fast mile without them. I think he kind of learned to reach more, and I think that night the hobbles were kind of jamming him up. I think that was most of the problem that night. And then, with how loose Mark, he let them all the way out. He was practically tripping on them. I didn't think they were really doing much. I think they did a lot more for Mark than they did for him. It made him feel better. But I don't blame him. All the way training down, this horse never wanted to stay flat. So I see a different horse. I've seen one that hasn't done anything wrong. So.
Now, for you, you've been a little bit cautious earlier on in his career. Going close to the gate. Is he kind of relaxed now? Do you have to worry about him getting hot at all now?
No, I don't worry about it. He's push button now. Leaving out of there, like when you're in a situation where you feel you've got one that's the best, everybody's looking for you. Just want to keep them out of trouble, and that's all I did. I just, I let the lever settle, and I left him on the outside, coasted to the front, and he took care of the rest.
And lastly, how excited are you to get maybe even this version of Highland Kismet when you square off with some of the top sophomore trotting colts in the future?
Well, it's a lot of fun, and you got to think, like Mark said, it's only his ninth lifetime start. He's still improving quite a bit. It's exciting to see what he's going to do, come October in Lexington and those places. I think, I wouldn't trade him for anybody, not just because it's with Mark and Mary, but, he's an extremely special horse, and he's a lot of fun to drive, and I'm lucky to be sitting behind him.
Well, we look forward to keeping tabs on him the rest of the year. Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you.
All right, there's Highland Kismet, Bob McClure, Mark Etzel, who get it done here in the Simcoe.